Welcome back to Yes to Tesla. Today we're going to be talking about the tax credit. The tax credit is going away on September 30th, and this is kind of what you can expect to see after it's gone. Once the tax credit is completely obliterated and you can no longer use it, only thing you're really going to have is referral codes, and make sure you click on ours below. Regardless of that, we're going to be getting the Model Y L, which will be the bigger version of the Model Y. Then we're going to get the smaller version of the Model Y, which is something I'm calling just the cheaper Model Y. Essentially a Model Y Juniper Mini, but without all the bells and whistles of the car. You're not going to have the glass roof. You're not going to have any of these leather seats. You're not going to have a lot of different things in this shorter, smaller, and you're not gonna have a big enough battery as well. You know, hopefully they increase the efficiency. Otherwise, you're just literally making the Model Y more trash, which is crazy. Because I own a Model Y 2023 all-wheel drive, and that's that car right there is very good. I love the way it feels. I have white interior on it. It's very, very unique car, but I hardly ever get to drive it. So the times I do get to drive it, such as today is Sunday, I'm going to go to church, and me and my family are going to go head out to church. And I noticed that the range of it does go down quite quickly. It goes down quicker than the Model 3, okay? And it's because the efficiency in the Model 3 is better than the Model Y. Now, if you take that and you shrink it down and you give it a smaller battery, that means at brand new 0 miles, it's gonna suck for battery. Now, I don't know for sure if this car is gonna just completely suck because I haven't seen it. I doubt it will because it says Tesla we're talking about. But the range, just based off those facts, is that's sub 300. That means you're gonna get like 260, 280 on the miles. And then that's at 100%. Is it an LFP battery? Are we gonna be able to charge to 100%? I don't know. It could be just the normal battery that you have to charge up to 80%. So now, instead of having 280, you're looking at more like 250. In real world, you're probably looking at 230. You're going to be at the charge station all the time. You know? I don't know for sure. That's just me speculating and making jokes. But I will say this. With the tax credit going away, does that make you less incentive? Does that give you less incentive to buy the cars that are available on Tesla because it is going away? That's the EV market, period. So if you're going to buy a Mach-E from the Mustang people, if you're going to be driving a Lucid, if you're going to go for a Rivian, whatever you're going to go for, that $7,500 is out the door. Now that used to work as a down payment on the car. So basically, if you had 0 down payment, you technically had $7,500 down payment as long as you qualified at the point of sale too. So that means right now, I just pay my $250, 0 deposit, and boom, I can get qualified for a car because now it's going to go off of a $7,500 down as well as your credit or your income. Instead of that being the thing, you're going to have to come up with your own money. So 0 down will go out the window unless you have premium to high credit. So if you have a credit score like mine, which is sub 600, 100%, you're gonna need a hefty down payment, at least between 5 and 10. At least between 5 and 10, okay? Now, it also works good for you if you have the money to go ahead and put it in there, because now let's say you have 3 Gs, that's like you have 10.5. Because you have $7,500 on the tax credit and you have $3,000 of your own money. That's 10.5 right there. So with that going away, that might push some people away from it, but that's why they're trying to bring the excitement back by giving you a Model YL or a Model Y cheaper, smaller, less efficient. I don't know. That's just me making jokes, okay? Now, if I was in the market to get a Tesla and I just wanted to get in the entry point to Tesla, at least with this might be sub 30K. If it's over 30K, just buy yourself a used car, okay? If it's like 33, 35, that's not really much cheaper than a brand new Model Y Juniper at regular size and not having to deal with the headache of all the other issues, such as not having a glass roof, none of the premium things. I wonder how many speakers they're gonna put in there. Is it gonna be the 8? Because that's what they have in this. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they have 8 in here. So if I had got the all-wheel drive version of this would have had, I think, the 12. And I could be wrong. This is me just throwing out speculative numbers as of right now, but most likely it's the 8 and the 12 and the 15. With this happening though, a lot of people who are on the fence might just jump at the opportunity because there's a lot of incentives and there's a lot of price drops. The closer we get to September 30th, the more they're just going to try and shove this down your throat of trying to get you into a brand new Tesla. Before, they don't want you to get a used Tesla. They want you to get you a brand new Tesla, which as a Tesla owner, I'm like, I would like the brand new Tesla. I just didn't think I would get qualified for the brand new Tesla. And yes, they're like almost begging you as a consumer. So if you do have mediocre to bad credit, just make sure that the 250 that you're going to be putting in there is something that you're willing to lose, because you will lose it if you don't get qualified. Now, there's many different reasons why you could not get qualified, based off your credit, based off your income, based off the car you're selecting. Don't be out there with champagne dreams on a beer budget. That's just how I explain it. So if you're out there and you want a $50,000 car, but you don't make $50,000 in a year, they're not going to give it to you, okay? But if you make closer to $100K in a year and your expenses don't outweigh your actual income, they may give that to you on a mediocre credit score. Sorry. Today is the day to get yourself a brand new Tesla. Now, make sure you can afford it though. Don't be that person that gets the Tesla, then all of a sudden gets it repoed a month later, because that's not worth it. That's not worth it, okay? It's not something that you want to go through. It's very stressful. And I don't know if these things will just drive itself. I don't think that takes a repo, man. I think you'll just be sitting in a parking lot, you'll go inside, and next thing you know, your car just drove itself to the dealership because you didn't pay your payment. I don't know how it works, but I feel like that might be a thing. One day that will be a thing, I guarantee it, because they don't like to push out anything outside of the company. They want everything to be in-house as much as possible, and that's just the Tesla way. With the tax credit going away, does that make you as a consumer feel like the time is running out? Is the time now? Or are you still thinking about, you know what, I'll let this pass, and at the end of the year when they really do a push, I'll go ahead and get it then? Because Tesla is 100% known for pushing as much as possible at the end of the year. But that was also with the tax credit too. So they might be incentivized to do even more. But I'm thinking, like, for me, I knew I wasn't going to wait, because I was like, you know what, the tax credit is beneficial. And if I have a high probability of getting the car, I'm going to be able to get the car when the tax credit is installed. Now, with the tax credit being here, and I'm like, you know what, I want to go ahead and buy it. I really wish I would have got my Model Y from Tesla, because I would have been able to get the glass coverage, because I've already had to replace the windshield in my Model 3. So the facts remain that the Model 3 has the windshield protection, but my Model Y doesn't. Thank God I don't drive it everywhere, so it really is not as bad, but one day it will happen and I will have to take it in. I'm gonna try and get through my insurance first, but my insurance has been acting really shady lately, because they don't want to replace these windshields, and they'll wait until you get a fix-it ticket, and they'll be like, okay, cool, now we'll go ahead and cover it. Here you go. And I don't like that, man. Just cover it, bro. I pay my premium every month. Just cover it. That's the whole thing. If you are in the market to buy your own brand new or used Tesla from Tesla, make sure you get that protection. But firstly, make sure you click that link down below. It really helps out the channel, but it helps you out as well. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.